Suck it.
This is the BAM Podcast with Malcolm Springer.
Tater Talk 20.
Tater Talk. Here we go. Guys, I wanted to see. I saw something. See if Jackson could get to it in there today. He sent me this thing on Amazon's vision for the future. Have you guys seen that shit?
I just seen it today. Wicked, dude.
Bet you don't have no people.
Junior, you guys see this shit?
I bet it don't have no people. It doesn't have. Well, there's probably somebody on it, but that's it.
Yeah,
Look at this shit. Look. Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna cut. Go to this for a
Look
second.
at this blimp. This
Look
blimp.
at those. Look at that.
Look at the drones. Now, what is it? Got to take 4 of them for a big package? If I get a guitar, one of those ain't carrying my guitar, is it?
That shit's gonna drop that guitar on the ground.
That shit's gonna drop my relic I just ordered off Amazon.
Well, Amazon better hope don't nobody hack.
Oh yeah, there'll be packages flying home to somebody else's crib for
Flying
sure.
home. I'm talking about that balloon coming down. That's in Tokyo somewhere, ain't it? I ain't seen that big boy here.
Oh yeah, you ain't seen that here. Where is that, Jackson? Does it say where that, or is this just like a mock-up digital? That, my friends, is what you call AI.
Huh. Well, there we go.
Yeah.
See you later, bro.
Man, more reason I think we're getting lazy, boys. They just don't want to walk it to the door no more. They just don't want to walk it to the door anymore.
Well, let's just go back to that last podcast we had with the truck drivers are getting replaced.
Oh yeah, they're getting replaced. I mean, this is proof.
They're gonna try, but once everything start getting hacked and they just start seeing killings,
Yeah, when
and
trucks
getting
start,
lawsuits, they gonna kill all that.
yeah, when trucks with
We
nobody
mean-
in them start running people over. Then
Oh,
you know,
guys,
Yeah, just
I'm-
like they worrying about the driver falling asleep while they got one of the smart cars or whatever. The same thing gonna happen to the computers. So eventually gonna get hacked.
and they've
up.
already proven those to fail too. The self-driving cars,
Yeah.
some of them have ran off and wrecked.
well, I mean, but that's the first prototypes,
Yeah.
guys. I mean, come
Yeah.
on, man.
No, but what I'm saying is, if you getting on, like, say for instance, you get tired driving, right?
Right.
And you jump on the passenger side, get your little rest and let your car drive. You can get pulled over for not being behind the wheel or driving the car.
Yeah, if you're just in there on passenger, passed out, dude, you're getting a ticket.
Well, I was telling my old lady when we went back to Memphis, I can't wait those driving cars, man, so me and her can do the nasty in the back.
Yeah,
Well,
let it
there's
ride
something-
you all the way home.
She's like, I'd freak out about that. I'm like, well, you better
Well,
get
who
over
wouldn't?
it. Well, I mean, that's why we're getting a
Yeah.
freaking driving car, right? To do the nasty in the back
That's
with
the
your
whole
old lady.
thing, dude.
I mean, that's the whole purpose of it.
I'm gonna need mine with presidential tents.
No, but isn't that the purpose of it, though?
Yeah, I mean that's the whole deal, isn't it?
I mean, I would think so. I would think
I would think all the. I think it should be a prerequisite if you're a drunk driver. You got to have a self-driving car. You know what I mean? So you don't murder nobody.
Hey, would that get you out of a DWI, I think?
I mean, it just depends. If
It
you're
should,
behind,
yeah, you
if
ain't
you're
driving.
behind the wheel, I mean,
If you are a police officer and you're watching the podcast, could you please just comment on that? Because I'd like to know if it's where, you would get out of a DUI if you had a self-driving car. Or if you're drunk but what if you hit the wrong address and somebody just drives you all over town?
I mean, it's possible.
If you're too drunk to type in the address, well, maybe they got a home button, home.
I'm sure by now you could at least,
better hope
if
they
it
don't
doesn't have
wind
it,
up
you
in
could
one of them
program it.
neighborhoods.
You could save it, on your GPS. Hey, home.
Yeah, they better hope they don't wind up in one of them neighborhoods. That's all I can say.
I know.
Can you imagine?
Man, I wanted to take a second here. Anyway,
I've been telling folks that we're gonna be answering, on podcasts, you video, call in video, we'll talk to you, whatever. But I'm like, man, that's exciting. I'm like, we'll try it out.
Yeah, we'll give them an old ring sometime. Hey man, does this
A lot of
scare
them
you?
excited about it, man.
Does it ever scare you guys? Like, do you pay attention driving and see how many motherfuckers are on their cell phone?
I don't
Like
know.
while they're
It's
driving,
all
it's
the
scary,
time.
man. That's
But-
scary as hell.
Do you think this self-driving car thing's going to catch on?
I think so.
It has to.
Yeah,
sooner or
just
later.
like the electric car.
You know what I think though? I think the flying car is gonna be here before.
Did you see the Jetson?
Oh, it's amazing,
No.
Junior. You
Oh,
gotta see
Junior,
this.
check us out. Pull up the Jetson, baby. I should have it up already. We're gonna cut to
this
the
thing.
Jetson. Watch this. Well, that's the Toyota one.
Yeah,
coming
that's
out
the
with.
Toyota one. That's the expensive one. That's the 500,000. But they got
nice
the
right
Jetson.
there,
It's what, like 80 or 90?
Excuse me.
92,000 for
That's
the Jetson.
still, I mean, yeah.
92,000.
But
That's
you got a
not bad.
flying vehicle, buddy. You got a drone that'll carry you where you want to go. Look at that
Look at
thing.
this, man. This is Star Wars. This is just Star Wars. Period.
I'm in.
That's pretty neat.
Now, my question is, are these things legal yet? Can we fly around yet, or do we got to have
What's the weight limit?
Yeah, what's the weight limit? For sure. Junior wants to know what the weight limit is. Man, I don't have an extra 90. If I did, buddy,
That was pretty nice right there.
I'd get
though.
one. An extra 90.
I ain't trying to go too high now. I just want to hub over everybody and go on by my business.
I want to go through the woods like that.
I do too, man.
You know? Yeah, you really look for Bigfoot like that, man.
I wouldn't mind riding through the city like that too, though. Wouldn't that be badass, though? Flying around the buildings and shit.
Oh, they wouldn't let that happen.
Yeah, but that'd be awesome if they did. I mean, I'd do it anyway. Give me a ticket.
The Jetson. The Jetson. $92,000, folks.
For that right there,
Yep.
It
That's
reminds-
not bad.
that ain't bad.
That ain't
Hey,
bad.
I'd rather get that than a new Hummer. wouldn't
Yeah,
you?
or a Tesla. I mean, I'd rather have that.
Just think about how much traffic you avoid,
Oh, that's what we were saying, dude. No stop signs.
especially here, man. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, put you about 20 grand down on it. Wouldn't be a bad payment.
No.
The traffic is
And
ridiculous.
you know he got freaking financing for one.
Oh, for sure. For
that
sure.
much money.
That's
down
the
I
here.
bet
future.
there's a waiting list for them sons of bitches.
You think so?
I bet there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
waiting list. I bet there's a year, at least a year out, if not longer. Just like
that right
Tesla
there
or
is like a
anything
tub for
else.
somebody.
Just
They're
like
gonna
Tesla or
have it.
anything
Shaka had one. I ain't gonna lie, Shaka had one. He gonna get it remodified and
They let Shaq have one?
he gonna get one. I guarantee you that.
Man, he's too big to be in one of those.
Man.
Man, that's
Everything
dangerous.
he get, man, he always buy it and they put the extension on
They'll
it.
build him a double one. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it'd have to be. That dude's a big guy.
he
yeah.
is. Just to fit in it, it'd have to be double size.
Yeah, the foot pedal got to be a bad motherfucker. Got to be as big as your goddamn
Got to be the floor. You got to make my pedal
Maybe
the floor.
Shaq. Maybe Shaq is Bigfoot.
Yeah, Bigfoot
Hey,
could. Yeah, but you know who do look like a Bigfoot? Wendy Williams. You pull up.
Wendy Williams.
Yeah, Wendy
She
Williams.
look like Bigfoot.
Pull up Wendy Williams. Yeah, Bigfoot.
What?
She look like Bigfoot. I ain't lying. About tall as Shaq and everything.
No way.
I'm not lying. It's a female.
Wendy Williams show.
Yeah.
What you
Push
know about
images,
Wendy?
goddamn.
Pull her up there, Jackson.
Show the one with got a full body shot.
That's her.
Yeah. That's a good looking picture right there compared to them other pictures they've been showing of her. She got
She looks like
Air Force.
Sasquatch.
okay.
She looks like a model. I can't see very good from here. though.
Yeah, I know.
He could tell.
We gotta get her on the podcast, don't we?
Man.
We done
She got
called
a
her.
TV
We done
show.
called her a Sasquatch.
Right now, hey, she probably cheap as
Wait a
hell
minute,
because she going through hell right now.
What's she doing?
What's going on with her?
Well, you know they took her talk show away from her, and which bank is that? One of the banks, I think it's Navy Bank, or one of them other federal banks has got a hold on her money and some more shit, man. She been going through a nasty divorce.
They taking all of it.
I don't know what she said, but they on her ass worse than Kanye right now.
No way.
No lie, no
Man,
lie.
Kanye, I seen got the sued for $250 million today
For what?
for the George
Floyd comment.
What'd he say?
He said George Floyd
died of
didn't-
fentanyl.
Yeah, died of fentanyl and wasn't from the knee on the neck.
Man, that's a bad thing to say in public.
It's a bad thing to.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you think that, man, you don't have to tell nobody your thoughts
not
on that.
anybody's deal.
Yeah, man, it's over with.
Some things, it's that man family, let them deal with it.
Yeah, let
you
let the family grief, man. We're just, still too soon, bro. And it's, you know what? It's gonna be too soon forever.
Yeah, so they hit them with like 250.
Well, even if you do it several times, it means
Yeah.
you're going to die.
No, man. Everybody's different. Nobody knows their
Definitely ain't my
destination.
bag, that's for sure. I wouldn't want to do
Me
nothing.
neither.
Hell no.
Everybody cutting that fentanyl. I just don't understand how people is getting a hold of this uncut fentanyl, and they got this in blocks like keys.
Because they're letting it in.
Yeah, they're letting it in.
Yeah, they
Straight
got
from the
that.
border.
They got blocks in it,
Man,
blocks of this stuff.
do
You know,
think we
that's
make
what I'm not
fentanyl in
understanding.
the United States?
Do you think we're trying to cut out the addicts? You think we're just trying to?
No, they're trying to kill off population.
You know, so they just
Yeah.
put the. You know,
Yeah, so they put the drugs out just like in what's that
And they're putting it on everything now, bro. It's not just in mixed with cocaine or whatever. No,
Yeah,
it's
it's
your
it's
heroin.
beyond that.
Even on weed, even on regular shit.
it's beyond it right now.
really?
Yeah.
See, I'm not up on that too much. I should get up on that.
Man, it's the new. You want to ask me? It's the new pandemic. Me and Junior talked about it before too. It's the new pandemic.
What the fentanyl thing?
Yeah, the fentanyl thing, and how we're going to control that, taking over everything.
Well,
they cutting that fentanyl with everything.
The thing is, guys, you're not
crystal
gonna
meth
control-
to
You
the
can't control
Molly's, X.
you can't control.
Then
that.
they trying to put it on some of the weed, and man, they just like I said, they trying to kill off population. It's not like they finding small quantity of it. They finding bricks of this shit.
Yeah, we're bringing truckloads.
We
in, bro.
talking about $1 million worth of.
where is this stuff
fentanyl.
made, guys?
It's somebody making it.
Well, Mexico.
You gotta be a
Probably the
scientist.
majority is in Mexico. I would say a lot of it's going to be in South America.
South America.
Yeah,
Yeah, somebody hiring
Colombia.
Somebody hiring some good scientists.
Yeah.
You gotta be a
come on, man.
chemist.
You got to be.
It don't take much for coke, water, baking soda. It don't take much for that. But fentanyl, oh man, you.
And that's the thing is they say a grain of salt of fentanyl will kill off multiple people.
Yeah. So if you
What?
barely
Multiple.
If you touching some uncut fentanyl, you liable to die. This policeman done died. Just some lady touched the door handle and died off fentanyl. Where they done put it on the door handle.
Also, it's like anthrax.
Yeah, it's like
it's
you get it
a
in your
strong stuff, but
system
you gotta
and
know how to cut it, and
put it in.
you got to be a chemist to even know about that.
Jeez, that's a problem, isn't it?
That's a huge problem.
Yeah, it's a
man.
big problem.
When you hear about hard drugs in your young years and stuff, of course you want to experiment and stuff, but man, this stuff is so dangerous looking with people on it. There's no way you would want to. Who wants to go there? Who wants to zombie?
Man, I've been scared of
I mean,
this
I
shit.
get some people want to get out of there, but man, this shit is just.
Even when I went to Vegas, man, them folks out there just walking, all of a sudden, this motherfucker lay down and go sleep. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, buddy.
Or start punching windows
serious.
out and not even feel it.
These folks is just laying down right there on the spot. You
They're
go to Vegas,
dying.
you go to Vegas, walk on the strip, watch how many people you see just laying down on the strip.
It's nuts, man. I mean, yeah, it's like everywhere.
It's more
now.
than a homeless
But
problem.
see,
It's a junkie problem. It's a real junkie.
But you remember, like you go to LA, you'd hear people talk, Skid Row's the dirty part. But
Right.
now, like, everybody's got a Skid Row.
But
You know what I mean?
Every
Every
Yeah.
city has got a Skid Row now. Used to it was just a few cities that had some bad shit.
You go up in
know?
Louisville, man, downtown Louisville. I'm talking about like a block from where all the Haps is. You got a row full of homeless people right up under the bridge.
Malcolm, come on, man. We can talk about Missouri too. We already know. And this was 10 years ago.
Well, Missouri's more meth oriented.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
because it's cheap to make and cheap to buy. So,
Meth is
It's prevalent.
everywhere.
It's prevalent in all those small towns.
man, you know what's funny is there was a cop that lives underneath this man, and she was talking the other day about somebody done ran 3 stop signs, going 70 miles an hour in a 35, and had a bunch of dope on them. I'm like,
You idiot.
I mean,
They deserve to go to jail.
Were you chasing them?
They deserve to go to jail. They asked to go to jail.
Yeah.
yeah, they're wanting to get caught.
They're wanting to get caught. That's,
But-
come on.
But what's the
Put him in there with Fleece Johnson. He'll think twice again.
Yeah. Take them on to Kentucky State, dude. They won't.
what was he called? The booty
The booty bandit.
Yeah.
booty bandit. Jesus.
They like the booty more than water in prison.
All right, talking about a booty bandit, I want to talk about this Bobby Brown fried chicken.
Oh, shit. I want some of that chicken, man. Just let me smell it.
Just let me get the flour when you get through.
Yeah.
I got a recipe for that.
Shake and bake.
Just so the audience knows, I mean, Bobby Brown, he accidentally fried some chicken with cocaine.
Hey, Hey,
No, but I was thinking though earlier. I was thinking, man, you talking about look, but what if?
that's a lot of coke.
I'm just saying,
That
if you
is a lot of
really
I kind of want to taste it, man. Bobby, can you bring some chicken
No,
over,
but listen,
bro?
guys, listen. What if he? I'm just saying, guys. What if he mix that stuff with some flour and opened up a chicken place? Man, some bitch would sell like crazy.
Oh yeah, might well.
We would
Be a lot of numb mouths around now.
be like,
We'll call it Polo Coca.
jeez.
Hey, just give me the flour
Pollo.
when you get through with that
Pollo.
motherfucker.
But I'm picturing like what happened. Was it sitting on his? Was it sitting on the?
He better be glad that wasn't fentanyl.
Was it sitting on the counter in the flour box? I mean,
No, it was just a bag out, and he thought it was, a bag of flour. And his mom actually sold the dope at this time. He wasn't even, I'm sure he'd done it, but he wasn't, he was young.
Oh, I didn't read the article. I should have. His mom had sold it.
Yeah, his mom was the dope dealer. And he goes in the kitchen, wants to make some, and they stashed the dope in the kitchen. That's where they were cooking it up. So the dope was stashed in the kitchen. So he's a kid. He goes in to make some chicken.
I thought
sees
maybe
a bag of white stuff, thinks it's flour, cooks up the chicken, and it happens to be the Coke.
Yeah, but I wonder how that would smell.
Well,
He said it was delicious, though. He tasted it.
He said it was delicious.
Yeah, he tasted it. Said it was delicious.
I'm a bad guy.
I kind of want to taste it too.
I'm a bad host, man. I'm not fucking reading the whole article. I just thought that was funny enough.
No, I mean that's what.
I didn't even read. I didn't read dog. It's just a trip. How somebody can mistake Coke for some flour.
Well, if it's just in a Ziploc bag in the cabinet in the kitchen, I could see how that could easily be done.
Yeah, I could see so. I guess that's pretty.
I mean, unless you're like me, where you got the set container where it's flour.
Right. Right.
Like, but anybody else wouldn't.
I mean, I don't know, man. I just can't picture how it got mixed up and all that. But hey,
Well, I guess if we were Bobby Brown, we could mix up a lot of shit.
Man, I'm gonna tell you. I can't say his name on here, but I'm gonna tell you. I was doing this record with this producer. I'm not gonna say who it was. God rest his soul. He's gone now. And I was just out of high school. I was
young gun
working for him, and then one Christmas he was like bummed out, man. Bummed out. His son was in rehab.
Where'd he go? Which rehab?
I don't know which rehab. All I know is he was bummed out about it, right? Well, man, all of a sudden, man, he was, we were finishing up for the holiday season. We were coming back after the first year, and he's trying to tell me how to make their the family punch.
The hunch punch.
He was telling me, man, he gets through all this. You got to boil the weed, and then you got to drain it, and then you got to put that in there. The orange sherbet goes over. All this crazy stuff. And then, but here's the kicker. At the very last, he was telling me, he goes, and just a pinch. Just a pinch of LSD.
Just a drop.
just a pinch of LSD. I'm like, Grandma and Grandpa's drinking that shit too? He's like, oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah, they're gonna be dancing, son.
I'm like, well, you're right. What in the world?
You're gonna be like, why is my 80-year-old grandma dancing?
Where I'm from, that's
Jim spiked the punch, dude.
That's a good way to get your ass killed, man. Grandpa can be getting a gun out and shooting you and shit.
Just don't use, Jim, just don't use the paper acid. You got to use the drop shit.
Oh, shit, man. Bobby Brown and his freaking cocaine chicken. Man,
I think it'd probably sell, man. Even if you just did a little dabble, do you?
Watch and see. Watch what I say. There's going to be something's going to pop up like that. You wait and see what I say.
Cocaine chicken.
Somebody do a challenge on TikTok with it. Believe it.
Yeah.
Somebody be stupid enough to do that shit.
Jeez.
Hey man, whipping up them chickens. They bringing a
whole
whole new level of whipping up them chickens.
That's a lot of dope they're gonna have to buy just to even,
I mean, if you fried a whole chicken in cocaine, that would be freaking
expensive chicken, dude.
You gotta have a lot. That's why I say you gotta have a lot.
That's $100 chicken.
Not just a little ounce of powder. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's $100 chicken.
That ain't $100 chicken. That's like $1,000 chicken,
Yeah.
man. Maybe $2,000 chicken.
2,000 chicken.
Gosh dang.
Damn.
What is wrong with
Just
people?
give it to me when you get through so I can
Let me get
put
your
my
leftovers.
recipe with it.
Let me get your leftovers, dog.
I got a recipe for it.
There was something though.
Didn't we have a couple comments? We did have some comments, and we said we were gonna.
Did we?
Well, yeah, we had a couple comments
Can
on
you
me
go?
and you.
Can you go to the last podcast and see what the comments are, bro?
We had a couple comments. I know. That,
Well, my old lady made fun of me the other night because I said "bri"
Bruh.
instead of "bruh."
Sound like, bro.
Hey, bri. She went, "What you say?" I said, "Bri."
so Sebastian McMahon, you know Sebastian?
yeah.
He commented on some stuff, and he said he wanted our opinion on a video. It was a music video of Puddle of Mud doing a cover of Nirvana.
I think we need to pull that up. What do you think?
Yeah, he said he wanted our honest reaction to
Okay,
Puddle of Mud.
this is your reaction video, folks.
Yeah.
His facial expression something look like
He scared you.
Can you turn it up in there? So we can hear?
I need an easy friend, I do. With a head to hand, I do. Think you fit this shoe, I do. But you have a clue. Take it, spin it round. You hang me out to dry.
What do you think the band's thinking right now? Like, we're fucking getting it.
Man,
This
look.
is what we're getting.
Look, man, turn that shit on.
Yeah, turn it off, dude.
Man, it's-
turn that off. That's
Okay,
awful,
here-
dude. I'm sorry.
Listen,
can't-
man, I don't know who said it was okay to put that up, but
Yeah.
poor guy.
Somebody got their ass chewed. Because I've
Wesley.
seen Puddle of Mud, and I've seen a good performance from him, man. I mean, and maybe it's drugs or whatever. People go there, get out of their gore if it's drinking.
I think it
or
had some
whatever.
Bobby Brown fried chicken.
I think exactly. I think he had a little of that, too much of that
With
fried
a couple of
chicken.
snouts on top of it. Damn, you good. Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah, they done had some of the hype.
But
up
from
up.
what I hear, man, he's back and doing pretty good, rocking.
that group right
yeah,
there.
that group and that singer, he's back and doing pretty good from what I hear. I don't know. We might have to check in on that later.
Yeah,
Because, they had some decent little songs.
they did. You know, I got approached to produce that first record.
Oh, wow.
I sure did.
Why you turn it down?
Well, there were several reasons.
Mm-hmm.
For one reason, I had too many records lined up.
So just bad
That's a
timing.
real good excuse right there. I like it.
Yeah.
I did. I had too
If
many.
he was
records
singing
lined
like that,
I'd
what the
probably
fuck is you
pass,
bringing me
too.
this
Man,
for?
you know what? I just didn't feel it. And Fred Durst had called me, and we had talked on the phone a couple times. And a super nice guy. Fred Durst guy's a super
Yeah,
nice
man.
guy.
What a talented dude that dude is, though.
Yeah,
You know.
but yeah, man. I mean, I just didn't feel it, man. It'd be a pretty big band. Some things I just don't feel. Just ain't my thing.
Yeah.
And at the time, man, John Kurzweig was hitting pretty hard, because he had just done Creed and everything. So they gave the record to him, which was, obviously a pretty good choice because he
Yeah.
did a pretty good job with it.
That whole era of bands with him was good.
Yeah,
He did real well.
I think Kurzweig's out of the deal now. I think
Is
he's- Yeah, I don't think he's producing anymore.
Who's doing all the Jacksonville bands and stuff down there?
Man, I don't know. If I had to guess, Brett Hessler still is.
Man, Brett's back.
What happened
and
to
he's
rock
awesome.
music, man?
Huh?
What happened to the rock music?
What
Man,
happened
I
to
don't
rock music?
Yeah,
We were talking. It's like I feel like
it was going heavy hard for a minute, and then all of a sudden it just dropped off.
I think it's one of them things, man. It's got to be relevant to what's really popping on the younger generation. And
Well, what happened was the budgets, they outweighed the sales.
yes,
And then it just started going downhill from there.
yeah. If you're spending more than you're making, it's not a good business deal. You know what I
Right.
mean?
When I can bring a hip hop artist or a pop artist in here and play everything myself and mix it and stuff and not having to have a deal with a band or nothing.
And the overhead's nothing.
Yeah,
And I
you
can
know?
write the songs.
it
and
was so
find
crazy
writers
after
and-
sitting back just watching you go through a lot of things. It's like, man, it's just amazing how you just still with a rock artist.
I do, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, not that many though.
Yeah.
Not that many.
Yeah. Only the good kind.
It seems like it's getting less and less and less. You know, it's like you know. But I mean,
It seems like you have more problem with rock artists than country artists,
Yeah.
R&B or rap. You know.
Yep. I mean, it's a pain in the ass most of the time. Most of the time, it's.
I mean, they all are to an extent. Everybody's different, you know. Everybody's different. Country guys party too.
Well, most of them
know.
don't understand the hustle. It's like I was trying to tell you one day, rap artists get out there and grind.
Yep. And they're partying too.
Rock artists is more like from, you know, on the outside looking in, it's like you can get them on the chart. And, you know, it's like they content with that.
Right.
Yeah, you're not really.
You know what I mean?
selling
You
that
ain't
many
put
records.
you ain't put no grind in it, but they got you on the chart and you just like,
You're
all
okay
right,
with that.
I made it. You know what I mean? And that's not making it.
No.
I heard something yesterday on the way back from Memphis I thought was really good. The new Whiskey Myers record.
Yeah, that's a
I
great
thought
record.
it's a pretty dang good record.
That's a damn good.
Never heard of them. What's the sign?
Oh, you've heard me listen
You
to 'em.
have.
Yeah,
You've heard him, Junior. You've heard him around here.
It's I say it's the new Leonard Skinner,
Yeah.
but it's good. It's really really good. It's you know, I would be blasphemy to say they're better than Skinner, but man, they are good.
They are
Okay.
good.
They are really good. I have to get those guys on here. When
Ain't no
they-
wrong comparing some folk, cause that's the only thing you can marry them to somebody that's already out there that's, you know, that's done it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so
It's
much
like
you got.
it's actually like a compliment, you know.
Yeah, it's a great compliment.
It's just hard to find a good band anymore.
It is. It's hard to find good music, man, because everything is so processed now. And I think not that process is bad or digital is bad, but I think if you got a lot of kids pressing the same button, you know what I mean? This is what you get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I hate to say that, but it's what we call monotony. You know?
Well, it's the same old. It's the same thing as far as like
That's where I think playing an
you know,
instrument
with
is
the Pro
so
Tools
good.
thing. It's the Pro Tools thing. Yeah, with the I'm wearing the Hickory Smoke record.
Yeah, great record.
T-shirts today. We're
Yeah,
mixing
I'm
that
doing
this week.
One Day Alive.
Yeah.
You know, another band.
Representing, baby.
We always take care of our boys.
The other One Day Alive stuff's turned out really good.
Man, it has.
It's turned out
Both
really good.
records are fun.
Jason O was in.
Dude,
he produced it.
I'm always honored to play on records with you, man.
And
Both of those
me,
records.
you
too.
wrote the new
Me too.
song.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What's that?
Me too. I'm honored to play on the records too.
Man, hey, Junior, I was thinking about this, though. Junior is on like 4 or 5 records.
He's
He
on
was
a
on
lot.
a Nappy Roots record with us. I mean,
Yep.
he's on a bunch of records.
Right.
I love that.
Man, have y'all heard from Buffalo?
No, I haven't.
Man,
I need
you
to
see
reach out.
Buffalo, you tell him to get down here.
Man,
Come on,
check
Buffalo.
it out. I
He's
seen.
in Atlanta,
I didn't know
man.
they were selling beer, man. Until I seen
Yeah.
the Beehive video when they did a commercial with Beehive in Atlanta.
You know,
they
that's
got
all-
Nappy
yeah.
Roots. They got a Nappy Roots beer out, man.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
They sure do. They sure do.
Nappy Roots beer out.
Yeah.
And those boys, I guess, are touring their butt
Man,
off.
he
That's
should've-
probably why we hadn't heard
He
from
should
him.
have told us that when he came to town,
No,
man.
no,
The show
no.
been supporting it.
What's his name got freaking?
I had no
what's
clue.
His name got shot. He got kidnapped.
That's right.
shot.
I did hear that in Atlanta, right?
yeah.
And that's where they make their beer, is in Atlanta.
Man,
One of the cats got
is
shot. in
Atlanta
Nappy
getting
Roots.
rough too?
Man,
Atlanta been like that.
well, what about the thing you just said, earlier about Memphis, man? Memphis is just,
Man, Atlanta is a big Memphis.
it is.
Really,
Yeah.
I got a call out when he. Hey,
Man,
did you hear about that? So
Man,
me and Tiffany go by there to see him, right?
man, I feel so.
Famous
awful,
mixer, yo, you may mad, you imagine the rap artist he's freaking.
Oh,
mixed.
man, huge.
And he was walking back from the Grizzlies game, man. Him and his buddy got freaking dang robbed, Junior.
They got robbed.
Yeah, the dude hit him across the head with a pistol, man.
Pistol
Cracked
whip.
his noggin open, man. He had stitches in his head.
Stitches?
I said, man, you need to move to Nashville. He's like, no, man, I should have known better to walk back from the Grizzlies game.
Shit.
I mean, you can see
Yeah.
the freaking Coliseum
Man,
from
he
his
better
place.
be on P's and
Yeah.
Q's, man.
After a game, did they win? They Grizzlies must have lost.
No, man. The Memphis is surrounded by the hood.
Oh, I know. Every
You know what I
direction.
mean? When I say the hood,
Yeah.
when you come up out of there, you coming into the hood. It's just like when you come up out of Nashville, when you go to
Right.
make a left, you got the project right here. Well, the same thing for Memphis. That mother
Yep.
right there.
Yep.
So
Every
you come
corner-
out there
every
think
corner.
you playing and it's a, oh no, that's your ass.
I love
He
Memphis.
should have had that strap on with Memphis.
We've had some good
It's just
times
like
in
Beirut.
Memphis. It is,
ain't
though.
bullshit.
Well, you know, we've been all around. We know, man.
So we were me and Tiffany's out in front of the hotel Saturday night, and man, here comes freaking guys. I'm not kidding either. Dirt bikes, freaking four-wheelers,
and
doing
all that
wheelies
shit.
down the road, man.
Yeah.
Freaking, I talked to a guy who was an ex-policeman, man, at the show with Josie, one of our friends. He said, man, there ain't no sense in even trying to do anything about it. They're
going to do it anyway.
Yeah, it's like, it's just not worth
Yeah, they
paperwork.
gonna do what they want to.
So
Not only that, man, like I've seen a couple of those, and you can pull this up even here in Nashville. There were some kids that were doing that, and they freaking pulled the cop and ran him over and shit. And just took off with the four-wheeler and everything.
What?
Yeah.
Well, me or you?
They caught that guy. You know, they caught up with him and got him, but they were riding around down in Nashville too, buddy.
Right.
They do it. They do it everywhere. You know?
Right.
If the bike gang wants to get together and go out, we're going out. We don't care what you're driving.
Right.
Now they all got Can-Ams and damn, you know, all these different toy spiders and all this shit out there, you know. In Nashville they do. It's cool, but you know, them car clicks, they're cool. They're just like anything else, just like a band or anything else,
right.
You know.
All them car clicks, it's been going down lately. Have you saw it on just Facebook where people just been sharing videos?
Huh.
Yeah, they just doing donuts, blocking off streets, just doing donuts in the middle of the section. Yeah.
Jackson, sidetrack. You'll have to show a little picture of a
car
club.
Yeah. Man, you go to Nashville Scoop. That's all. That's
what's everybody trying to be like?
out there,
Fast and Furious.
Out there, in
Yeah,
Cali
yeah,
and all
that's
this
kind
shit.
of. I mean, that kind of started that generation, but it's on a whole nother level now. To me, it's going like now you got Teslas and shit involved and all that
Nashville
shit.
always been a copycat city, man.
Yeah,
It's always been a copycat
we're late.
city.
We're late.
I ain't lying. I'm from here, and I tell them to their face.
I'm from here too.
Let me tell you something about this city, Malcolm. You know we got the little gangs and shit here now,
Right.
But before the gangs, we had dancers. We had dance groups.
Be out there hustling.
We need
and
dance
break
groups.
dancing and shit.
From break dancing to marching, stepping. It's called stepping. What the college kids do, it's called stepping. Well, we were doing that in the hood, like
You go out there and spin on your head, you
early.
won.
When I say early, 10, 11, 9. I'm talking about kids. We was groomed to do this.
Right.
So it went from that to we're in a gang now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Now it's hood.
yeah.
you know.
So now, but Nashville always been a copycat city. Even when it come down to music, a lot of them haven't made it out because they trying to sound like the next person.
Yeah, or somebody the prior.
You got
person.
some good cats in here that's tearing up the scene, doing it individually, but a lot of them is just biting other people's style, man.
Yeah, too much like something that somebody can already get. And that something that they can already get is already available.
Right.
And this is something new that's not even available. You know what I mean? It's like first step for, my suggestion for all these bands, the first step is to sit back and get all your ducks in a row to where it's legitimate at the same time. And if
Right.
you understand what I'm saying is if you look at big artists, there's a reason their video and their single and the promotion and all that stuff is promoted before it comes out is because that's what promotion is. You don't just drop something and expect it to have the views and be promoted,
Right.
it's something that's built and worked, You build a wall one brick at a time, same way you build a fan base, one fan at a time.
Right.
It's not a pre-loaded thing. We actually, you have to work and build that shit.
We're doing that, ain't we?
Yeah, I love it. That goes for all you guys listening out there. Please subscribe.
Yeah,
Post
subscribe,
it.
subscribe, man. We gotta have a short one tonight because you gotta go, don't
Oh
you?
man, I'm all right. We got time. We can go a little bit.
Okay.
I can go another 20 or 30. All right, so I was just watching a video, and there's a brand new video, a Snoop interview, and you can pull up and show a clip of this too. But Snoop's doing a whole new thing, and I dig it. If you listen to what he says all the way through,
Right.
that's the whole reason he bought Death Row. Was the main reason was to get his catalog back, but not only did he stick it to him by buying his catalog back, he bought the whole company. But he even tells him in there, he goes, not only did I buy the whole company, I bought the publishing and I bought the masters.
Well, Death Row?
Yeah.
Now, did he lose a bunch of money on that yet or what?
I mean, before he was, because somebody else owned his masters and owned his publishing. They bought it from, they bought it from when, I guess when Homeboy went to jail, when Suge went to jail, had to sell it for legal fees and all that, and,
I think the dude that actually put the money behind it probably got something to do with it, too.
I would say so for sure. But Snoop worked out a deal, obviously bright fella, but he's gonna he's got all his masters and stuff now, and he's gonna make a app and a website that is much more affordable to get his music available than going through iTunes and these guys.
He's going a different route with his music.
Yeah, he's going different. Instead of these guys that do the 60/40, he's trying to bypass it. All right, I'm going to create my own app. It's on Apple Store where they can go and get my music. And when they spend that $1, it's going directly to me. No split fees, no nothing. It's going directly to me. I own it. It's mine.
Hey, man.
I can barely see you over there, man.
Snoop, come on in.
Yeah, man.
We love it.
Snoop got a good thing going. Have it, whichever path he's going where he don't have to use YouTube or none of them, because YouTube ain't trying to pay him for the spins that he's getting on his music.
Yeah, I mean, nobody is. Spotify, too.
So
look at the bands.
That's the reason why he went the route that he's going.
I would say the best one is YouTube. The best one for anybody is YouTube.
Then Tory Lanez, he went a different type of route, too. But he had the people invest in him. And
I just don't know, guys, if that's a good idea or not.
I don't either. But you know what? If it hits and it actually is an app that people download, it is a good deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sure. only time can tell that. But I think as an artist, Snoop has always found a way to be relevant. You know
he
what I
has,
mean?
Man. He has. He stayed up on that with Martha Stewart and stuff. I got his cookbook. His cookbook. You ought to get his cookbook if you get a chance, guys.
No, it's awesome. And it's not cool, man. I think it's just really cool that Snoop can go to. He's one of them guys that can go to any hood and find a way to click it.
Right.
Where some artists can't do that. They got to stay at home, But Snoop can go. Right. He can be East Coast, West Coast, South Coast, whatever you want.
A lot of them got to stay at home because they want to claim Crips and Bloods. That's the reason why they got to stay at home.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's just a lot of thugging.
They still banging out here, man. And a lot of them get like you closing doors for yourself.
Right.
This is a business, and
nobody wants.
You
that
ain't in it. It's about getting views and getting people to like it. And you just wants to close that door on yourself.
Humans amaze me, man. It's like some of the crazy shit.
It's awful.
It's like it is. It's pretty.
It's awful.
I know that out in L.A. you don't turn down the wrong street.
No.
You just don't go down the wrong street.
You don't go.
LA here. You don't.
In Memphis either.
You don't go live and broadcast where you at out in LA, because if you claiming that shit, guess what? They want a percentage out for you.
I better watch this. Hang on. All right, look. I'm gonna send this to you, Jackson. I'm gonna show you guys something. I want to show this on the podcast.
I want to see what we got.
This is where I grew up, man. No. This is where I grew up. My second phase of growing up. This is House of Blues in Memphis.
Love it. Been there.
Look at this.
Look at that.
That's the building now, man.
Look at how
all
awesome
run down, empty, freaking.
All run down now. Nothing.
Look at that.
That's how Memphis is. That's Memphis.
But that's
all over Memphis.
Where was
top studios in the world.
Where was D on that property that's here? Because wasn't it there on that? It was there on that property somewhere.
Oh, it was over here.
It was on the front left side, correct?
No, it was on
the front left side, exactly. If you're looking at this picture by the tree, it was on the front left side.
I'm going to send this to Jackson, and I'm going to tell you, we went there Sunday morning, and I'll tell you, I about teared up. I miss it, man. Now look at it. It's all... I feel like sometimes
that's
I'm
all over Memphis right there.
But isn't it cool though, Mal, that you got a room right here? Now, not only do you got a room, it's got an Atmos system in it. that was there.
No, I know.
I mean,
I'm just saying, Jackson, I'm sending something to you.
And
buddy.
that's something too I want to say on here too is if Pops has, I'm sure Pops has been there, but if he hasn't been there to see that, he's got to be there to see.
And
that.
I wanted to show y'all something else. Hang on.
And you know what's so crazy,
Gary? You got to see. You got to see the Atmos.
I wanted to talk about the
Indeed.
the Josie Scott show the other night.
Oh yeah. Lucky dog. I wanted to be there. Josie, I hear you kicking butt though, man.
Yeah, he is. He's doing good. It was so packed that we could barely. I mean, we couldn't even hardly stand.
Well, that's a show, buddy. That's the way to come home.
There's me and Josie.
Awesome, man. Look at him. You guys are rock stars,
No,
bro.
but look at this. Here's something else I got to send Jackson.
Look at
this
that.
out. Look at that.
Look at Gary.
Look at my pops on there, man.
Man, go Pops.
On the sidewalk, man.
Yeah, dude.
Man, I
But
sent
he
him a
should
picture.
be.
I'm sending him a picture of that, man. He's
He
like,
should
I
be.
love you too.
And that's kind of why I wanted to bring him up on the podcast too. You know,
Man, if he'll come to Tennessee, but I don't know if he'll ever come to Tennessee.
I wish he would.
He said, I don't know if I'll ever come to Tennessee again, which
Well, yeah, you got a new life out there. You know, I get it.
yeah.
I probably wouldn't either.
But I posted a picture of this and said, look at these two hot women. They need a job. And I got people text me going, I'll give them a job.
Left and right.
I was kidding. I was joking around.
They got the best job in the world, or y'all do.
Man, taking care of kids.
You do.
Taking care of kids is tough, man. Taking care of kids is real tough.
I was trying to be cheesy though. You know, you got the best job loving her. You know?
Yeah, you're right. I
know.
do, man. I do, man. I definitely
Same
do.
with mine. She's out of town right now, but you know.
But anyway, I had to show y'all that because the old House of Blues in Memphis, man, cut more hit records than
Anywhere in the world.
Pretty much, yeah.
Anywhere in the world.
Big records, I'd say more
Yep.
records sold out of there. Isaac Hayes to
Jerry Lee Lewis to everything, man.
everything.
Everything, man.
Tila.
And that's what I love too about this place. in
Collective
Nashville,
Soul,
'cause
four
we-
Collective Soul records.
Yeah, we got the gear here that did those records.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know?
That's
we
true.
do. We use it. Matter of fact, we
talking about Memphis music. Most people don't know the Atlanta sound that they got and gave Atlanta is that Memphis sound. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, technically, Memphis, it all came from Memphis.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know,
It did. It all came
and
from Memphis.
it's just what's so crazy now. The spotlight is back on Memphis. That's what I'm saying. It all came back around to Memphis.
It was
Right now they got the hottest people coming out of Memphis within the past
it was amazing.
5 years. It's been a lot of them just popping.
The people that were there at the show, it was pretty ridiculous. I mean, it was pretty ridiculous.
Oh, I already know.
I mean, it was pretty ridiculous, man. It was so packed, it was unreal. I mean, it was just packed.
And every big artist you can think of in Memphis is going to come support Josie. You know,
Yeah.
Josie's a good dude, man.
He is a good dude, man. He's one of
You
the best
best
humans I've
believe
ever
I
met.
was upset I didn't get to go, but I'll be at another one. Josie will be there, bro.
He'll be here. He's going to come in for a podcast
Good.
pretty soon.
Good.
He's gonna come
I'd
for a
love to see him again. I know he's out touring, kicking butt.
Well, guys, let's get off of here. I'm gonna get back and try to get back to doing the Hickory Smoke thing
Yeah,
and all that stuff.
that was
man.
a fun record.
And guys, y'all subscribe.
Yeah,
we had a little
please.
bit of a short podcast this time, but I'll tell you what, it was a good one.
Yeah, it's always
It's
fun.
always a good one. We'll do another one for the week's up, guys.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, let's get the heck out of here.
All right, later.